Because now he's lost his gun, which means he can't protect himself in a crime-ridden fucking state. He cannot protect himself because he no longer has a gun. You ruined a man's life, you fucking trolls. You ruined a man's life, you fucking trolls. Over a goddamn joke he made. Over a fucking joke he made. He told you 3 fucking times he was trolling you. And that was just a joke. That it wasn't real. But you called the fucking cops anyway.
So no text from him at all?
Well, of course not. They've destroyed John. John's destroyed. New Jersey is a blue state. Telling New Jersey that somebody has a gun is like pouring gasoline on a fire. All right. You might as well have said John was a mass murderer. So saying that John has a gun or saying that he ran over a kid with his car, which is the 2 things they supposedly said. That's, I mean, I saw that video. I got to see the video, what little bit I got to saw. There was obviously more than one cruiser there. There were several cruisers there.
Yeah, there's quite a few.
There was at least 3 or 4 cruisers there, if not 5. There was an ambulance there, and God knows what else was there. And he's sitting in the ambulance. We saw that shit. Mike 10 dude. I don't give a fuck if he was saying that he was going to fall off the Empire State Building. You don't call the goddamn police. That's the last fucking thing you do. Policemen are not counselors. Policemen enforce the law. If you want to help John, you would have called a counselor, not the goddamn motherfucking police. They called the police on purpose to get John in trouble and to hoping that the police would shoot and kill him, but they didn't. Luckily, he was sitting in a restaurant at the time they showed up. If he'd have been outside, the police probably would have shot and killed him. Because I'd say they probably told him, "Oh yeah, man, he ran over some little child with his car, and he's fleeing the scene." I got a funny feeling the gods are about this close to just saying the fuck with you goddamn trolls. I got a funny feeling. Call it a hunch. But you can push and push and push a thing so far, and then the gods are like, and that's the end of you. Just saying. John stated numerous times that he was just trolling you guys. And you called the police any fucking way? The police now, not a counselor, not somebody that could actually help John. You called the police. The police's job is to enforce the law, not to counsel somebody. The police are not counselors. The police are there to enforce the law. And you know that if you got a brain. So no, you didn't want to help John. I don't believe that shit. Because if you helped John, you would have called a counselor, not a goddamn fucking cop. And of course the cops, oh my God, he's got a gun. Well, New Jersey's a blue state. They hate the Second Amendment. They hate gun owners. And so you've just signed John's death warrant as far as getting a job or doing anything at this point.
Well, he's probably lost his job because of this too. So.
Of course, he's lost his fucking job. Are you kidding? Even okay. Let's say these trolls did it out of the goodness of their heart. Let's go there. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Oh, we were so concerned about John. Okay, well, if you're so concerned about John, you would have called a counselor. You wouldn't have called the police because now he's lost his gun, which means he can't protect himself in a crime-ridden fucking state. He cannot protect himself because he no longer has a gun. But the gangbangers have their guns. Isn't that amazing how that works? But anyway, so he no longer has a gun, which means he no longer has the means to protect himself. He no longer has his jobs, Uber and Lyft, because Uber and Lyft probably fired him on the spot once he got a criminal record. Thanks for that, by the way. Well, here's the thing, Miss Me. When you got 100 people calling, they're going to finally do something. And that's what they done. They called all their troll buddies to call up there. And, after about the 100th phone call, they're going to go out and investigate. But you'll notice that this was the next day after the alleged infraction occurred. If John really is suicidal, guess what, trolls? You just pushed him over the edge. Because now he ain't got a job, he ain't got a gun, probably lost his car. They impounded his car. I guarantee they fucking did.
And that's like $500 to get back.
You fucking piece of shit trolls. And you had to know that how cops work. They impound the car, they impound your gun, they fucking call your employer. John's ruined. John is ruined. The rest of his fucking life is ruined. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if he commits suicide in jail. I wouldn't be a bit surprised. And you motherfuckers did it to him. You did it to him. You did it to him. You pushed him over the edge. And if he dies, so help me, trolls, if he dies, I'm gonna implore the gods to just wipe every one of you motherfuckers off the face of the goddamn earth. You better hope he doesn't die. And I mean that shit. You better hope he doesn't die. Because now this is a bunch of shit. You knew exactly what the fuck you were doing. You knew it would get him in trouble. You knew he would lose his car. You knew he would lose his gun. You knew he would lose his jobs. He now has no jobs, which means he can't pay his rent, which means he can't pay his bills. You ruined a man's life, you fucking trolls. You ruined a man's life, you fucking trolls. Over a goddamn joke he made. Over a fucking joke he made. He told you 3 fucking times he was trolling you. And that was just a joke. That it wasn't real. But you called the fucking cops anyway. And now he's lost his job. He's lost his car. He's lost his gun. He's lost everything. And if he commits suicide, I swear to God, trolls, I swear to God, I will move heaven and earth to make sure every one of you motherfuckers meets the same goddamn fate that he did. Because that is justice. This is a bunch of shit. How many fucking lives have you destroyed, trolls? Oh, yeah, let's review. G-Man, Trailer Park Elvis, Cyrax, me. I mean, destroying people's families, getting them fired from their jobs, getting them in trouble with the goddamn police over a fucking joke, you dumbass. Over a joke. Over a fucking joke. He's lost his jobs over a joke. He's lost his home over a joke. He's in jail over a fucking joke. And you trolls did that. You trolls did that.
And who knows how long they keep his car in the impound, because each day it's in there, they're going to charge it.
If he ain't got the money, I mean, he might have the money to get it out, but I mean, he ain't out of, I don't know if he's even out of jail.
No, he's going to have to bail himself out.
No, these fuckers know in the outside chat, they know. See, you're in Canada, but these fucking Americans in the outside chat, they know that Jersey's a blue city. They know that Jersey hates the Second Amendment. They know the police are always looking for gun owners to throw in jail. These fucking trolls know that shit. They absolutely know that shit. That's why one of the first things they told the cops was that he had a gun, so that they could get his gun confiscated and get his ass thrown in jail. Jersey don't give a fuck if the gun's legal. They don't give a fuck. They'll make something up. They'll plant cocaine in his fucking car if that's what it takes. You people sicken me. You fucking trolls sicken me. You fucking trolls sicken me. And don't sit there and even try to tell me you didn't know what the fuck would happen, because I know better. But he told you later that night, early that morning, he was trolling you. He was joking. It wasn't real. None of that shit he said was real. The alcohol was not real. The killing of the kid was not real. The suicide threats were not real. None of that shit was real. But see, when 100 of you fuckers call the cops, they're going to believe it's real, whether it's real or not. And then once they got him, well, we found cocaine in your car, Mr. So-and-so. We're going to throw your ass in prison. Happens all the time. Ask any ex-con. Ask any ex-con. It happens all the fucking time. You destroyed fucking John's life forever. Forever. It'll never be the same. And this is why YouTube is going to get a big-ass fucking lawsuit from me for allowing you fuckers to use their service to do exactly what you just did. destroy people's lives.
see
Well,
anything about
maybe Mike, just maybe Mike, maybe he didn't think you guys would be crazy enough to fucking call the cops on him over a goddamn joke. Did you ever think of that? Maybe he tries to think the good in people, which is very stupid because none of you are good for a goddamn thing except termination. That's the only thing y'all are good for. I mean, you've proven it over and over and over and over again ad nauseum. Trolls, haters, and naysayers, is a terrorist organization. And it needs to be, where the fuck are you, FBI? How many times did I tell you about trolls, haters, and naysayers destroying people's lives? Where are you, FBI? Are you on fucking holiday? Trolls, haters, and naysayers, an online terrorist organization, has now destroyed another man's life forever. Where the fuck are you, FBI? Where are you? Over a fucking joke. They destroyed his life over a fucking joke. Where are you, FBI? Where the fuck are you? There was not 2 cars. There was at least 3 cruisers and an ambulance. At least 3. You don't need 3 cruisers for a goddamn sobriety test, motherfuckers. Wake your fucking asses up and quit acting like you don't know what the fuck you done, because you do. You know exactly what you done to that man. You destroyed him because now he has a criminal record. He's lost his gun. He's lost his jobs. He's lost his car. And when the landlord finds out, he's going to lose his bedroom. And you fuckers know that. You fuckers know exactly what you've done to him. You ain't stupid. Ain't none of you stupid. You've been doing this shit to people for years. So you know exactly what you did to the man. You know exactly what you did. Head of Vision, they called the cops on him saying he had a gun and saying that he ran over a child with his car. That's what they called him for. They didn't call him because he was drunk. That's not going to send no 5 cruisers out there. 5 cruisers get sent out there when you harm a child or when you got a gun. That's when they send 5 cruisers out. Not for a goddamn sobriety test. A sobriety test is 1 cruiser. 1, not 5. 1. Okay, so they obviously called him about the gun. They obviously lied and said he killed a kid with his car, so that they would get a shitload of cruisers out there, shitload of police officers out there, in the hopes that he'd be outside and they'd shoot him dead. Well, that didn't happen. Luckily, he was in a restaurant when they showed up. But they were hoping he'd be outside when they showed up so that they would shoot his ass. That's what they were hoping. Suicide by cop, swatting. They loved this. That's what this is. This is swatting. Okay? These people are terrorists. They're domestic terrorists. And every one of them need to be found out and rounded up and thrown in prison for the rest of their lives. That's what needs to happen. Every fucking one of these bastards in the outside chat needs to be charged with domestic terrorism and thrown in a jail cell somewhere and throw away the fucking key. That's what needs to happen to these people because they've ruined yet another life. You would think after destroying my entire family and getting my finances stolen that they might calm the fuck down a little bit. But oh no, not THN. We got to destroy another man's life because he chose to be a friend to me. That's why this is being done. Let's be abundantly clear, folks. The reason they did this to John is because John is a friend of mine. And that's the only reason. That's the only reason. That's why they did it. They saw their opportunity to destroy his life and they took it. And that's it. Plain and simple. No, old weather guy, we are not slime. Do you see me calling and getting people in trouble with the law? Do you see me calling CPS to steal people's children? No, you don't. You want to know why? Because I'm not a goddamn domestic fucking terrorist. That's why. You're a fucking domestic terrorist, motherfucker. Every goddamn one of you assholes. I ain't got no $50,000 to bail him out of jail. Are you fucking high? Shut the fuck up, trolls. Shut the fuck up, you dumbass motherfuckers. There ain't no way I've got no 50 grand to bail him out. Are you fucking high? Hey, Bon, has anything ever in your life been your fault? Yeah, there has been something my fault. You know what's been my fault? Not getting in that black truck and knocking on your goddamn door and beating the fuck out of you live on camera and then handing you over to the sheriff. That's what I regret. That's exactly what I fucking regret. Because after I beat up about 5 or 6 of you motherfuckers, remember, motherfuckers, I've got a video with me with no shirt on, and you can easily see I got 6-pack abs. I got fucking biceps out the ass. I was a fucking power lifter, bitch. I could have picked you up with one goddamn arm and flung you across the room. And you know it too. That's why you didn't do much there before, until you found out you could get CPS to do all your damn dirty work for you. Ain't none of you motherfuckers ever darkened my door because of it. And you know it, because I'll beat the fuck out of you. I'm a goddamn cripple, and I could probably still beat the fuck out of you. But yeah, I used to be a power lifter, welterweight boxer. I know at least 20 different versions of martial arts. And these fuckers know that. They all know it.
Yeah.
Because their boss, Ernie Chrysler, called down here to Hamilton, Ohio, and found out, oh, wow, he really did train under Steve Green and studied Kempo karate. Wow, what a shock.